said, he's a bum, right? Somebody else during the collusion thing, well, yeah, I was a coffee boy. We don't know him. Not a word denigrating Mr. Weiss. So,
yes. All right, everybody. We got Kelsey Mitchell here for Postgame. We'll get started with questions for her. Can raise your hand or send me a note in the chat.
Let's get their perspective on what this means and what can happen next.
Tristan, go ahead, man.
The team battled back from a large deficit, notably in the third quarter, and cutting it down to single digits by the end of the game. I was just wondering, what was the halftime message?
One of our veterans, Tail, came in pretty hot at us about, defensively not being there. And I think it lit a fire under us because Brianna Jones is a really great player, really great post player. She has a lot of size to her. And so with that being said, Tail needed us. And I think that was a spark for us. She held us accountable by saying that we need to help, being help, and being heavy in the help so we can help her out. So I think that was a spark that we needed going into the third quarter.
Tony, anybody else hit me up? Go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, Kelsey, Betty Hattar started for you guys tonight. What do you like about playing with her, and what kind of advantages does her size give you guys when she's out there?
Betty surprises people because she's unbelievably really fast. And because she's fast, she keeps, posts on their toes offensively. And I think defensively, because she's so long, it gives us the opportunity to kind of play one-on-one, but help when we need to. I think her length helps us, and I think her size is really, really effective. So we enjoy having her as well as all our other hosts.
Anybody else have anything for Kelsey? Nope. Okay, thanks, Kelsey. We'll bring D-Rob and Tiff next. All right, we'll go with questions for Tiffany now. Tony, go ahead.
Tiffany, first one here. I saw you came up limping from a play, third quarter, I think. Are you feeling okay? Does your leg feel all right?
Yep. Feeling great.
All right, and second one, Betty got her first start of the season tonight with Jess out. What did you think of her fitting with your starting group, and how did you feel like she did tonight?
I think she played well. I mean, her size and her length always helps us, and I think gave them some problems defensively. So just got to get her going offensively, and that's it.
JL, got anything for Tiff?
Yeah, hey, Tiffany. It was also Chelsea Perry's first night in the league. What did you think from her? She had a pretty tough assignments in there. She seemed pretty competitive tonight.
Yeah, one thing about Chelsea, she's going to play hard, even if she's undersized or whatever that may be. We're never going to get her best effort every time she's on the court.
And big night from their big three. What has to be the game? What has to be the mindset going into Saturday to be able to slow them down a little bit more?
Just kind of how we played them the second half, making them scramble, making them turn the ball over, playing a lot of team defense.
Speaking of the second half, obviously huge turnaround improvement. One thing that I noticed was the limiting of the turnovers? Was that a discussed at the half, or what really went into that?
Yeah, I mean, we saw that they had 18 points off our turnovers in the first half, so they made a conscious effort in the second half to just take care of the ball.
Anybody else have anything for Tiff? No? Okay, we'll bring D-Rob in here next. All right, we'll start with questions for D-Rob for everybody.
Hey, D-Rob, what do you feel like was the main reason for the improvement in the second half, especially defensively tonight?
Yeah, well, I think for one thing, it was not turning it over. So we actually got shots on goal, able to run our stuff and score. We gave them too many transition buckets off of our turnovers in the first half, and that's what dug us a little bit of hole. So we changed that in the second half. They only had 7 in transition off of our turnovers. But that's definitely something that we have to clean up, and that was the difference in the second half.
Knowing that you were able to basically outplay Connecticut for large chunks of the second half, does that give you sort of some motivation heading into Saturday's game?
Yeah, I mean, we've been working hard. We know the next opponent, whoever it was, we were going to have to come in and compete. Obviously, you saw spurts of that in the second half, and so we're looking forward to getting back out there on Saturday and competing again.
Big night out of their big three. Obviously, coming into the week, John Quell's return was sort of the story, but big night out of Brianna. How hard is it keeping tabs on 3 basically all-stars?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously they're great players. Most teams have a big 3. Obviously, you know, Bree played extremely well tonight. John Quell is always a tough matchup, and Bonner is as well. But like I said, we've been working. We trust our defense. We were a little bit slower in a few rotations in the first half, but definitely feel like we guarded pretty well tonight. Obviously, you know, big-time players make big plays. But like I said, I think a lot of it was, you know, our first half, just turning it over, giving them easy looks.
Definitely was going to be an uphill battle with Jessica being out tonight. But what did you see from Betty and Chelsea filling in for her tonight?
Yeah, well, I mean, their length, it really helps us. Obviously, you know, Chelsea's ability to stretch the floor as well. Betty on the block and contribute. You know, they just add so much length for us, and the rebounding ability as well. So, you know, obviously need them to continue to go, continue to work hard on Saturday, but I think they're both doing a good job.
Anybody else have anything for D-Rob? No? Okay. Thank you, D. We'll have
Thank you, guys.
Finish it off. All right, everybody, I'm going to start with questions from Marianne here. Tristan, I'm going to start.
The team battled back to cut the lead from the first half down to single digits, notably in the third quarter, but also again at the end of the game. What was the halftime message?
Well, to stop turning the ball over. I mean, the thing that hurt us the most in the first half was our own turnovers led to, I think they scored 18 points off our turnovers. And most of the turnovers were unforced, meaning like we just made bad decisions with the ball or, something unforced, controllable. They were being aggressive and there was a couple of them that, okay, they got up in us and made it tough, but those live ball turnovers create easy scoring opportunities for them. So if you look at it in the first half, they had 26 in the first quarter and then 29 in the second quarter. A lot of that was the first half turnovers that just killed us. It's hard to overcome those. When in the second half, we had 4 turnovers. Look at the difference in the game. Okay, it was, we outscored them 43-31 in the second half. And they weren't benching people and sitting them down. I mean, JJ had fouls for a minute there, but other than that, we gave ourselves a chance because we were a little more efficient on offense and didn't turn the ball over. First half, way too many turnovers leading to easy baskets for them and, getting us in a hole.
Tony.
Yeah, Coach, you guys knocked down 20 free throws tonight, the second most you've made in a game this season. Was there more of an emphasis in this one on getting to the basket, trying to draw those fouls?
Well, we were trying to get the ball inside and, work inside out. We didn't get a whole lot of low post scoring, but we managed to get the ball into the paint. And, anytime we can be aggressive and get to the rim, we want to. So, I think Tiffany did a good job there, as did Kelsey and Danielle. So the 3 guards pretty much, between them, they had 10, 15 of the 20 free throws.
JL.
Hey, Coach, your team was able to bounce back in a huge way with its transition defense in the second half. What were sort of the adjustments that went into that, and how can that carry you into Saturday?
I think just, deciding that you're going to play with a sense of urgency and play hard and all be on the same page defensively. But like I said, the biggest thing that helped us was not helping them with the turnovers. We kept playing hard. I'm really proud of our team for playing hard the entire 40 minutes. We got to look at the film and see the things that we can control, that we can make better for the next time, and why do we have the turnovers? That's just, they don't need our help, okay? Connecticut can fend for themselves. When we're helping them, that's not a good, that's not a good look. I don't, there wasn't any big message other than keep playing hard. I'm not going to tell you what we did schematically. We made a few adjustments and it helped. But the biggest thing is that we took care of the basketball and gave ourselves a chance to be in the game at the offensive end. Made them defend us.
And then, JB was out, but what did you see from Betty and Chelsea tonight in her place?
Yeah, well, I mean, both Betty and Chelsea are post players who can move. You know, they're pretty quick. You know, and they're just out there playing hard, doing their job pretty much. You know, two different looks. Betty's at 6'10". You know, Chelsea, you know, is more of like a 4 who could end up being a 3 at some point. But I thought the matchups, you know, helped us. You know, I'm hopeful that JB could be ready for the game on Saturday. We'll see. If not, you know, we'll go with what we have. You know, the way we played in the second half, we outplayed them, and we need to string together, you know, 2 more quarters, eliminating the turnovers and being efficient offensively. And, you know, I'll take my chances with that.
Anybody else have anything for Marianne? No? Okay. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. We'll talk to everybody next time.